Good morning. So I know we're already done with your thesis paper. So we just have like a project with the new principal, Sister Shera, wherein she requested or we decided to have your papers published online in WordPress and of course in the school's official website. So um, it's an opportunity for you to showcase your paper, your work. No, you've been doing um, thesis writing for 10 months, no more than 10 months, and it would be a shame if we could not showcase it to everyone, knowing that not everyone can visit the library anymore. So this can be like an opportunity for you and also an opportunity for the other students to see your work online because of course we cannot or students cannot go to school or to read your paper in the library. May instances pod nga naapoy from other schools would like to read your paper, no, knowing that they would also be doing the research paper. So not only that um, you will be highlighting your work, you will be recognized, but also no, you'll be able to help a lot of student researchers. So before I will start on how to convert, medyo delayed akong ko ano, delayed kaayo ko ang video diri sa screen. So before we will start on our discussion on how to convert your full paper, kay kato yung gisubmit sa ako katong i-book bind, mo to siya ang kanang koan full paper due to siya full manuscript and we cannot upload kay kung pwede pa lang no dili na ko mag-ask sa inyong help but dili na siya pwede no we cannot upload your full paper online because may tendency nga makopya siya no there will be plagiarism involved kay ang ending ana no makopya sa uban kwaon ang inyong full paper kay kompleto na gud siya di ba. So to avoid also that, no, we need to just compress it into a publishable paper. Siguro mga 14 to 16 pages. Pero depende na sa length pod no kay sometimes ang makapataas mo gud ana are your references and also the discussion of the results and findings because in your publishable paper very kuan siya no capsulized wala na siya review of related literature. Although there is still framework, pero wala na to katong conceptual model, katong schematic diagram. Wala na to siya. So before ta na ato sa ilailahan what is a publishable paper. So I know some of you are quite familiar with a publishable paper. I've been discussing this so many times. I've been mentioning this in my class in the entire like school year, first sem and second sem. But I also had a chance to publish recently, no, my work in the Philippine Social Science Journal, which is an international index journal. So our paper or my paper can be read by other researchers, no, and it will be showcased internationally. So dili lang siya limited to the Philippines alone ang access, no. All around the world, everyone has an access to my paper. So I have actually published two. They are the same man sila og context, lahi lang siya og title. No niya rephrase lang ako siya because this one, the first one was on November. This is a research digest. So, a very capsulized like kung sa ano pa na siya, kung mag-sizing ta, kung ang full ninyo nga thesis ngayon yung gisulat is si large medium si publishable paper, si research digest, mo ni siya ang kanang marag small. Okay? So, I have published the first one back in November 2020. It's a special edition, meaning the Philippine Social Science Journal doesn't usually make a research digest. And the content of a research digest is different from a publishable paper. While the publishable paper is much more lengthy, mas taas siya compare sa Research Digest. So, recently, last June 18, I was able to publish. Actually, June 15, magurni na-publish ako ang kuan. Or 16 ba to? Nalimot na ko. It took me like 3 months because usually ang process mo good sa publishable paper is After I had my defense, I have to write a research digest and publishable paper. And then afterwards, I have to submit it in the PSSJ. I have to pay a publishable fee or publishing fee. But you don't have to pay that, no? Kay sa school naman ni i-publish ang inyuhang paper, no? We don't have to publish this on another website or another research journal. Not unless if mo apply ta sa PSSJ, mo apply ta sa PAIR, um, what else? Mo submit ta sa ato ang paper sa, um, what is the name of katong popular kaayo? It starts with letter I. Natayan akong utok. Um, ever sumusod sa kung na eh. So there's also a famous publishable paper. Mas stricto ang ilahang koan. Nalimot man ko. Let me just check. Kay dili jud ko ka koan. Sage Pub is also a famous journal. JSTOR. Oh, Elsevier. Mo day na di ay. Elsevier. Elsevier, no? So, if mo apply ta sa PAIR, sa PSSJ, okay, Philippine Social Science Journal, or kung mo apply ta sa Elsevier, or sa kuan, sa JSTOR, o mobayad na jud ta ana, no? Nya, dili man assurance nga mobayad ka, i-publish jud imong paper, no? You're paying actually the reviewers to review your work. Na mga times nga you will be rejected a couple of times, but you have to kaning bayad naman jud ka sa fee. Paningkamutan na lang jud nimo og kanang edit para ma-meet jud sa ilang standards, ma-meet sa ilang qualifications so that it will be published. Sa atoa diri sa Santa Rita, dili ing ana jud totally ka gasto ang process in getting your paper to be published. Why? Well, of course, just open this. Okay, well, of course, since we have our own website, we can make our own research journal and you don't have to pay because kamo pa mo publish niya, mubayad pa na, no? And it's under the school naman. So it's one of the privilege being a student of our school is that you will get your paper published and you don't have to pay anything man. Kuan ra kanang submit lang jud ang inyong paper, publishable paper. We will publish it and then we will let you know so that you can see your paper online. Okay? So mo ra jud na siya. Kunya ra man jud guro ta mo bayad kung mo apply ta sa other websites nga need jud og fee because there are reviewers actually. No, even one of our sisters is a peer reviewer, no, Sister Sally. So she's been also working in other like research journals, no, and she's been invited as a peer reviewer. So you get paid to be a peer reviewer because you're reviewing research papers before they get to be published online. So this ato wala lang, no. Ang mo review ra ana si Sister Shera, the new principal. So she will be the new chairman sa research panel and yours truly, no. Anyway, we have already seen your paper naman, no. Sister Shera would like to see it for herself, no, kay wala pan siya ato nga time nga nag-final oral defense ta and pre-oral. So, she would like to see it, then review your paper, then it will be published. So, mo na siya. Ngano kinahanglan man ni ma'am nga i-publish among work? Actually, the trends of other universities, what they are doing is they really require or encourage students to publish their thesis online. Why? Because it's a privilege, no? You will be called an author. No, dili lang kutob ra pud sa library nimo ma-publish imuhang work, no? People get to see your paper online and you have this like prestige or credential nga oy researcher na jud ko, no? When I even look at my Google Scholar account and I saw 2 of my papers there, I felt really proud, no, because kanang masking wala pa ko nag-bookbind pero naka-publish na ko og paper and it's a privilege and not really a privilege but it's a great opportunity for me to showcase my work, no, akong kahago nag-pay off jud. So going back, no, this is what an academic or research journal looks like. I already taught you this. A research journal is a collection of researches, no, or research work from students or faculty members, and this has been reviewed by numerous reviewers. No, kaysa ako moagi kog initial review, usa lang si editor lang ang mo review usa. Once nakapasar ko sa initial review, kay na-revise na akong paper, moagi na po kog second review which is a double peer review. Ang double peer review nako is there are two double blind review, double peer review, double blind review. So ang kuana na is na duha ka buok people who will read my work but walay pangalan nako para dili bias, no, kanang mubasa lang sila paper without knowing who wrote it. Ang lara na is ilahang i-check if sakto ba ang akong pag-cite sa references, ang content sa ako ang paper is sakto ba, kay of course once it is published everyone will see it, no, so ulaw pug kaayo kung daghag mga mistakes, no, and wala pud na cite properly ang author. Bitaw na nga gi-encourage ta mo nga upat ra man ni kataas sa inyong paper niya, upat ra inyong references, no, dili jud na dapat ni to cite properly. So muna siya, once nakakapasar na ko sa double blind review, then it will be published. So this is what it looks like. This is actually the cover. Back when I was still studying in UNOR face-to-face, karon online naman, so online soft copy na lang ang naa sa ako, we have the dean nga mag-instruct sa mo nga, you need to read the research journal kay na mga works sa inyong schoolmates, nakapublish na, and then tagaan may copy. Okay. So dili lang ta mo lantaw aning koan Research Digest kay basin maglibog mo. Lahi mo guning Research Digest good, mas summarize pa jud ni, no. Pinanubo pa jud ni siya. So special edition to nila. And I was blessed to be part of that edition. So next is, okay. So this is my paper, no. Appeal ko sa pila ni mi kabuok nag-submit ani. Kay not everyone, dili man tanan nga nakahuman dito dayon, no, na may uban mangitag lain nga research journal. So if ever di sila kapasar sa double blind review, mangita sila lain nga research journal mo dawat nila. 1, 2, 3. Kailangan mo na sa standards class, no, lahi ang stricto ang usa is stricto po siya pero dili kay daghan ang yung requirements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 10 of us here in this issue. So 10 researchers. So kita na mo na uban duha ka buok because they wrote it together with their research advisor. Unfortunately for me, my research advisor had to retire. So I had to work on the paper alone now. No, lahi sa una nga I have someone to consult. Karon it is just me and the dean. So may ganing dean siya pud ang editor. Gitabangan na pud ko niya. Sa ako ang makinahanglan i-comply, i-revise, i-edit. Okay. So let me just open. Actually, I've sent you a word copy of this. Supposedly PDF raman tani akong ihatag ninyo, no, but I trust you that you will not go ahead. No, dili niyo i-compromise ang paper. Just a format ra to, no, per kabalo mo sa pagplastar. Ang skig magsikog hangyo ninyo nga. Oy, maghimo mo og kuan, research journal or publishable paper niya. Wala mo format. Okay. So yani po nang matapos sa inyong paper puhon, no? There are 12 of you, so you will be included in one issue. 12 groups man na. And then yung mong i-convert into PDF, and then you will have access, no? And not just you, everyone will have access to your paper. As you can see, if you compare it to the full paper, mas compressed, no, or summarized si research a publishable paper compare ni full paper. Si full paper manggod to chapter 1 to chapter 5, mga yung ana, no? Diri, ang kwaon na siya na, no? Diba, I know you've already made your abstract. So, only your abstract ang needed. Your introduction, you have already that, no? Kwaon na siya din yung introduction. Revise, rephrase na to nyo para bago na po sa Framework. So kato inyong theoretical framework, di ba duha man to ka framework no? Conceptual o theoretical. Only the theoretical framework, wala na conceptual. As you can see, wala may schematic diagram present in the publishable paper. We don't need that, no? You just need the framework. So, we need to know unsa nga theory ninyo gi-anchor ang inyong study. Methods. So, if you can remember what you did in the final or pre-oral defense wherein you capsulize your methodology into like 1 or 2 paragraphs. So, you just summarize your methodology in at least 1 to 3 paragraphs. Yan din siya double space. Ilisa na nato ni kay Philippine Social Science Journal magud ni. Nakala kong baba. Results and discussion. Okay, so results and discussion gani. Katutanan, no? Ako kay tulo man ni kabuk kong variables and then per 3 variable or problem, I have 5. No? So, ang first akong problem is the potential of San Carlos City as a MICE destination according to the 5 A's of tourism. So, you have 5. So, inyuha, kung duha ra inyuhang variables, kabalo naman mo ana. So, katutanan nga, naa sa inyong results and discussion, mo to inyong ibutang. Apil na pod ang table. Ha? So, katutanan yung gibutang sa results and discussion, ibutang na siya. Kaya mo man yung pinaka-importante. No? That is the main purpose why they want to read your paper. Not just to know what kind of framework you use and what is the introduction or the overview of the study, but they would also like to know unsa man ang results based sa inyong survey. So, ibutang na ninyo dira tanan. Appeal na pod ang table. Akong gitudlo ninyo ha, katong inyong table, di ba? Dako man to yung table kani gamay ra man gud ni kay 5 items ra, so maigo ra kung ako ang ano tawag ni? Portrait. So, kato di ba naka landscape ang table. So, you just do the same. Paki-landscape lang. Kay kung inyong idritso og portrait tanan, I'm afraid it's going to be very chaotic, no? Kay maglapta-lapta. Unya, di na mabasa ang kaning questions. Kay dili ba yes og no ang uban, no? Nanday ka nang completely agree niya. Maputol ang completely agree nga word. So, mas maayo na makita siya na to full ang table. Unya, dili pod in town makuan lisod ibasa ang questions. So mo na natin yung buhato, no? Inyuhan na lang ni siyang i landscape. Kung gusto niyo pag-plaster sa inyong table sa manuscript, mo po ni pag-plaster ninyo sa inyong table. Kung ma'am ka nang dako pa magka-space, ko sige lang, in-next lang na siya. Kaysa maguba ang table, no? Ma-defeat siya po ang purpose. Di may kasabot sa table. Di man po nyo i-print o online raman po ni siya. Soft copy raman namong pangayoon. Okay. So, kanitanan. No, kanitanan is the results. Dagan mo ko nun, I have 9 variables. 3 problems niya. Kanitanan 3 problems have 9 variables all in all. So, kung inyo ha, duha ra ka variable, di nubo ra ni. Okay. Pag-comment sa inyo results and findings, dito sa dayon mo, wala na kuan. No? Conclusion dayon and recommendation. Say gani wala na yung recommendation, diretso na conclusion. Oh. Diba atong usa is summary of findings man to, no? Chapter 5 I think, no? Sa uban chapter 4 ba? And then sa uban kay chapter 3. Sakto ba ko? Nalimot na siya ko sa kuan. Okay, so diba ang last chapter ninyo is summary of findings, conclusions and recommendations. So after the results and findings, no need na mo sulat sa inyong recommendations and summary of findings. Conclusion na lang mo diretso. So, you just place your conclusion there. You already have your conclusion already. References. Okay. Dili tanang references kopyahon. Kanin, daghan lang nino kay daghan mo ko gigamit nga references. Kung unsa to imong gigamit for example, kada result nag-cite pug ka og reference to explain your findings or to support your findings. Cite na ibutaw na nimo sa references pod. Nya dito sa imuhang framework, di ba naka-mention pug ka og study sa lain nga tawo, no, or theory sa lain nga researcher. And then mo pud mo ibutang sa reference list. Meaning katutanan kaning mga nagamit nimo nga references within your publishable paper, mura po'y ilista sa reference list. It doesn't mean nga kay tungod taas kinyong reference list sa full paper, i-copy lang niyo, i-paste dire. No? Wala bitay review of related literature. If nakahinumdum mo, ani, sa flow, wala tayo review of related literature. So, it will be useless to cite the references here nga nakitaan sa inyong review of related literature if wala naman tayo review of related literature sa inyong publishable paper. So, kung unsay mga references nga na-cite ninyo sa inyong introduction, sa inyong framework or theoretical framework, and sa inyong results and discussion, mura po to inyong ilista diri sa reference list. So, sahay gani, maabot ra nig 10 pages, no? 14 na ni, kay taas kayo ako ang reference list, no? Nya, kung na gani ni siya, 1/4, 1/3 sa complete jud nako nga reference list. Kay, kani mga reference akong gibutang diri, gikan ni sa katong gipang cite nako dito sa results and discussion babaw, og sa kong framework, og sa kong introduction. So, medyo taas-taas jud siya, no? Kay, every result, murag gabutang ko og 5 or 6 citations. Kay sa una, duha raman to ka references akong gi-cite diri sa results. Nya ginan ko sa reviewer nga padungagan para to further support, no, the findings of my study. Kay I cannot make a claim if I do not also provide like supporting references. And that's it. No, you're done. So, mura siya na siya. To, dali rin siya kaayo. So, if you can submit before the end of July, I would really appreciate it because we need to set up your paper sa online or sa website. Ayaw lang i-PDF palihog. Word lang ta. Kami nalay bahala mag-PDF. And then, unsa man ni, blanco lang ni. Kay, kami na ibuhala mo butang. When nag-submit, if namin ipa-revise, when siya na-revise, and then when na siya na-accepted or ma-posted na siya sa, if ginagi Sister Sherry, idritso na lang niya og post, wala na kaya nakita niya nga okay naman yung paper, then wala na ni. Submitted and accepted na dayon. And then, ang keywords. Okay, unsa nga itong ibutang sa keywords? Ang first two is, asa mo na siya. Like, for example, if ang inyong study is related to education or online education, so butang nyo dira, education, online education, and then what is your study about? So, for example, if my study is all about parent support, no? So, butang nyo parent support. And then, descriptive dyan na. So, tanan mo, descriptive. And then, asa man yung gi-conduct ang study? Then, of course, in Carlos City. Limot ko sa pasunod. Actually, supposedly, is mga key terms. So, ang kaning first 3 key terms, siguro. Ang sa second, kaning sa under tourism, ilisan yung education. Kaya, kamutanan, no? Inyong study is related to education. Except sa ABM, ha? ABM, inyong ibutang diri is business. Ngit-ngit kay kung ko. Ngit-ngit kaayo ko ang kami. Okay. Ibutan nyo diri is business. Ha? Kaning diri sa tourism. And then diri hospitality. So for example, online education and education, and then parent support, or for example, online learning platform. So muna sa katulo. Or for example, kung sa ABM, ato ibutan diri quarantine essential store, business, and then ibutan mo dira preparatory study. So, yung no? Mga key terms. And then, descriptive, and then, San Carlos City. So, mag-uniform na mo tanan, STEM, UMS, and ABM, diri ra sa last 2. Which is, descriptive ang study ninyo tanan, and it's, the locality of your study is in San Carlos City. Siguro, diri ang under sa second term, magkaparihas ang STEM o UMS, kay both are studying related to education, no, and technology. So, pwede man. So, kana lang. Ngano importante ning keyword. So, usually, in the Google Scholar, when we search for, like, for example, mo search kog study that mentions MICE tourism because my study is also about MICE tourism. So, once nga i-type in ako na, gawas na yun ang kaninga study. Kaya tungod, of course, I have the following keywords. Importante dyan na siya. For example, para sa na, di ba mo, agto mo sa Google Scholar, mangita mo og about kuan online learning platform. So makita mo daghan kaayo dira nga mga researchers na nay mga keywords nga keywords online learning platform. At least dali malocate ang yung study once ma-search ni following keywords. Okay, and I think that's it, no? If you have more questions on how to write the publishable paper, just don't forget to ask me. Okay, before we will end, I would just like to also set the format. Okay. So we need to know what is the font size, spacing. So wala nag what is wrong? Okay. Actually, dili siya available nga kuan. He will just stick na lang with lahi mo gud siya nga format. Kasi dili parehas tanan ba? Siguro we'll stick na lang with Times New Roman Japon. But your font size is 11. 11 or 10. Wait lang ha. Naghang jud. Ay, it's 8 gani oh. Gamay kaayo. Di lang pud guro 8 oy. 10 lang. So, our font size will be 10. Let's try ko no. Kay dili man ni koan, depende ra man ni sa eskwelahan no. Sa PSSJ man gud gusto nila 8. Namgo na sila guidelines. Ay, dako rin Japon pud ang 10 oy. 9 na lang. So, let me just and then Times New Roman. Times New Roman is the generic jud na siya. May kag Times New Roman mo na jud na siya basta thesis paper. Okay, Times New Roman 9. So your font size is 9, but again still the same. Ang font style is Times New Roman. Kani kay wala mo guli naka Times New Roman. Dili sila hilig og Times New Roman sa PSSJ. Okay. So okay, so in here, you're just going to have it in Times New Roman, size 9, and then, dilan to yung kung ano, ilis-ilisa na ninyo. Ano lang yun yung tangtangin 2.0, 1.0, para na, para dito na lang dyan convert to PDF once I have your paper already. Bulol na nun ta. And no spacing, mahimo, or 1. Diba ang spacing nato sa una is 2, or double spacing. 1 lang siya. Dikit jud. Even sa kan. Ay magkalimot sa inyong reference list ha kung giunsa ninyo to pag edit. Di na siya mo scroll down. Bahanging man ni diri. So hanging ra pud na siya. Kaning ang first ang first name. Nako ma-zoom in ay. Naghang ako ang kan. Bugat tabi kaayo ang recording class. Muna niya siya kong problema since gahapon. Okay, so kanino? So for example, taas kayo yung reference list. Yung hanggi reference dire. Hanging ra Japon ha. Asa man ta mo agto ana, ma'am? Ay. Balo naman mo saon eh. Kung na lang i-recap kay basta nakalimot na mo. Ato mo dire sa line spacing more. Kung asa mo change sa spacing ba, diba? From double space to one space. And then, you go to kaning indentation. Highlight to nimo ang reference. Hanging ay mong ibutang sa special. Wala na kailain ikuan dire. Line spacing single, 1 ang multiple. So, diri na ka. Ilisan nimo hanging, single, line spacing at 1, multiple, and then okay. Muna na siya. So, may ana na yung itsura. Nabuo na siya kaayo, class. Gamay ra kay mong kwaon. Sa pa, okay. Ang sa inyong kuan, same ra Japon ang kuan siguro. Ailan na ninyo hilabti kay ang kaning ailan ninyo ni hilabti ang space kaning margin. Nakaset naman guni siya daan. Yung ibutan diri pangalan sa mga authors. Kung dili gani masigo o gamita ang et al. So ang first name sa author kay arrange man na alphabetically and then et al. Pero kung gamay raman mo tibutang tulo ra mo or upat, tibutang na lang dira inyong mga pangalan. So for example ra ni ha. Tulo mi kabuok. Simon Ramirez, Sir Roy abi ako ang mga co-authors. Si Ma'am Nurse. Una si Ma'am Nurse, no? Kay G iyang apelyido. Yung ana ra. At least makita yung pangalan tanan. And then ang school, Colegio de Santa Rita de San Carlos Incorporated. And then your title. Mura na siya. Okay, and that ends how to write a publishable paper. Very short, very easy ra. I hope everyone can submit before July so that we can immediately set up the online journal for everyone to see. No? And then, of course, no, for everyone to also access. And kamo po, no, you can showcase your research paper online pa nyo. Ma-invite yung mga friends or family to read your paper. Okay? So again, if you have any questions about how to write a research paper, some of the things we're not so sure, well, ako na-mention siguro, kaya nalimot na ko, don't forget to message me. And if all of you would like to have like a virtual class or session, and you would like to like express your questions, you can, no? You just message me. You just organize when is the date, kung kanus amo available tanan para matudluan pud ta mo. Okay? So thank you so much everyone. Again ha, kung na may questions ay mo kalimot og pangutana sa kuha. Okay, goodbye and good luck in your publishable paper. I hope to see your paper getting published on or will be published on WordPress and in our official school website. Thank you.